Hi, this is Nimra Jacob, and you're watching AHI. Please tune in to get to know me on the next interview. Thank you. Mwah.
Hi guys, this is Aamna. You're watching AHI, and I'm back with a brand new episode of Meet the Muse. The Muse today is somebody who's been working for a long time, but was recognized last year at the Lux Style Awards as Best Model for 2021. She's absolutely fabulous, but I feel that she's been pigeonholed as being the dusky-skinned and curly-haired model. There's a lot more to her, so let's meet her. Nimra Jacob. Nimra, welcome to AHI.
Thank you.
And we've been planning to do this for a long time.
Yes, it has been in the works for like months now, honestly. I just looked in the camera. I don't know if I should or not.
It's
Hi,
okay.
guys.
It's okay.
But yeah, I'm constantly traveling, jumping back and forth. So
Yeah.
finally, when I got to Karachi, I was like, I need to message Amna because if we don't do this now,
Absolutely.
I don't know when it's going to
Absolutely.
happen.
You went home for the holidays,
I did.
and home for you is New Jersey?
Yes.
So
I'm a Jersey girl.
you're a Jersey
Yeah.
girl. So tell me how this works.
Mhm.
That do you live there and work here? Do you keep coming and going? Do you have a base here? How have you been managing for the last few years?
So home is a little bit of everywhere, honestly, and I feel really blessed for that. So I'm a Jersey girl. I was born and raised there, and Karachi is my home as well. I have family,
Okay.
I have relatives here.
Yeah.
Lahore has become my home now because there's so much work there.
Right.
I'm constantly over there, so I found a little base for myself over there as well. So it's all three places that have come together, and I'm constantly like juggling between Jersey and New York and Lahore and Karachi, and it's really nice.
Jet setting.
Jet setting, yeah.
That's a good life, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of people ask this question: how do you get into the fashion industry? Because you weren't here, you weren't born here,
Mhm.
you didn't go to school here. So I'm assuming that you didn't know the fashion industry when you came. So what was that point of entry for you?
I think this is such a common question, honestly.
It is.
I never thought this would be something that I would do full time, honestly. I came here for my cousin's wedding, and I was modeling, but very locally in Jersey and New
Okay.
York. And I remember my mom asked me, she was like, "Do you want to model here?" And I was like, "Yeah, why not? You know, I mean, I love doing this,
Yeah.
and why not explore it a little bit?" I didn't really think much of it. And someone who knew someone who knew someone, you know, like referred me, and I did a campaign. And I really enjoyed my experience. I had fun. I made a little pocket money as well. And being a college student at the time, I was like, this is a cool gig.
Yeah.
So I would come here like during my uni vacations, during summertime, sometimes winter breaks as well, and be with my relatives, have a change of scenery, and model as well.
All as well.
Yeah.
So unlike outside of Pakistan, where there are talent management agencies and talent hunters, it doesn't work that way in Pakistan to a large extent.
Yeah.
It's usually you find that one person who will give you the introduction to the fashion industry. So is there somebody who would say that they discovered you?
There's a lot of people I feel like want to say they discovered me and do try to say it. I really believe it took a journey for me to enter and make my mark in this industry.
Yeah.
I don't give one person entirely that
Credit.
stamp,
Yeah.
you know, because I feel like there were multiple people who played a factor in that. Yeah.
Any resistance when you came? And what year was this? Do you remember your first shoot?
Yes, yeah. My first shoot. So it was right after my first year of uni. 2016.
2016. Yeah.
So 2016 se leke 2019 tak, I was part-time, very much like on and off because I was studying.
Right.
So I would go back and then I would disappear and people would be like, who is she? Where is she?
Yeah.
I would come back and then start modeling again, and it was very on and off.
Right.
Like that, yeah.
So Nimra, what would you say is important to actually find your way into the fashion industry? What's important? What advice would you give people?
To find your way into the fashion industry, first and foremost, I believe you do need to find yourself before you do that. Know yourself, embrace yourself. I don't think there's a single way. I don't think there's a certain specific person or way that will help you get your entry into it. For me, it was multiple people and multiple clients that I worked for
Right.
and shot with, and slowly people started
Just
recognizing me.
establishing the right network, perhaps, right?
That is important, yes.
What does it take to survive in the fashion industry? Because it's a tough place, right? It's
Yeah.
not that easy. And the schedules are all over the place. The travel is really tough. Um, Professionalism is up and down
Mhm.
all the time. We hear of models not getting paid. We hear of really rough hours, not being treated well, all of
Yes,
that.
yeah.
So how you said that find yourself, of course, you need to have that confidence. How do you manage?
Again, knowing yourself and understanding who you are is a big part of it.
Yeah.
What I would say is never letting anybody, never allowing someone to make you act out of character. I always try to keep, and I'm a human being as well. I'm
Right.
not saying I'm perfect. I always try to keep a decorum. I try to be very calm and collected because you are dealing with other people as well. Nobody is perfect. But when it comes to fashion, I do want to say that my fashion folks do go through a lot that I
Yeah.
wish they didn't. And there's no really agency and there's no really contracts or any type of lobby working for us. So it's each person on their own for their own. That causes a lot of complications for
Is
sure.
there a community or a sense of community amongst the models or a sisterhood that you kind of feel comfortable in? Or is it each man to their own and everybody's like vying for the same spot and there's like a lot of rivalry? What is the atmosphere today? I know what it was 5 years ago, but so much has changed in the last 3 years, especially the COVID years, you know?
I agree.
Fashion shows have stopped happening. Foreign
Yeah.
shoots have really come to a low. So it's a very little on the table and everybody wants it. So how is it? How is the climate?
Climate does get intense. I'm being very honest.
Yeah, and I want
And
you to be
blunt.
honest.
Yeah, I think it's important to be honest. I don't like sugarcoating things. It does get intense. I always say this and I'll always say this, there's room for everybody. When we feel a little bit insecure or we feel a little bit no, that job is mine or that project should be mine, I make it a point to remind not only myself, also other people, there's space for everybody, and whatever is yours, I truly divinely believe this,
Yeah,
will be yours no matter what.
yeah,
I don't support trying to overstep each other, and I think I would love to see a more united and a stronger group, sisterhood,
yeah.
maybe even just family, because there's not just female models, there's
Absolutely.
male models as well,
Yeah.
but a family, some type of unity where we can back each other up. I do see it. I'm not saying we're all against each other and we are all for ourselves.
Yeah.
I do see unity and I do see people supporting each other. I think that's an incredibly beautiful, strong asset, and we need to heighten it and take it further. But that's something I would like to see more of, honestly.
Yeah. So who would you say was your support group when you came in?
That's a good question. Honestly, I want to say it was more, because I was new, it was more of internal, my family.
Right.
Yeah, my family supported me a lot and they pushed me a lot. When someone new comes into an industry or even a workplace, it takes them some time to gain ground.
Right.
So that was my situation.
Yeah. And which brands did you enjoy working with?
Oh man,
You modeled for all the big brands, right? Now you're like,
I think I've done it all. Honestly, it's been a lovely, lovely journey and experience, and it's not over yet. Don't act like it's over just yet. It's not. In the beginning, I truly enjoyed Misha.
Yeah.
Who else? There's so many brands that I worked with. I started actually in Karachi.
Yeah.
I started in Karachi, and it was such a lovely experience for me, honestly. I think that's where I learned how to pose in desi kapde.
Yeah.
Yeah. Karachi taught me.
Were you wearing desi kapde back in Jersey?
Of course.
You were.
Yeah, because I have my solidified desi roots. So any type of event, we would get together and we would wear desi kapde and get dressed up and dolled up. But I never had that sense.
But there would be events and festive wear, right? Not every day. I can't see you wearing.
No, not every day. Not every day. But event like Eid, Togya, and maybe even a birthday or two.
Yeah.
I've been to a wedding, of course, you wear desi kapde.
Yeah.
But that sense of styling and that sense of dressing up and that finesse that I found.
You go ahead, describe it,
I found when I was in fashion. when I came and I started working, I learned, okay, this is how you style yourself and this is how you dress. Yes.
Thank you.
Mine. Thank you.
Thank you. They didn't have matcha latte. I didn't think they would, but yeah,
The matcha.
of course.
Oh, my
yeah.
favorite. It just calms me down after a long day.
Thank you.
So dressing and styling and thoda bahut makeup bhi seekh liya hai.
Yeah.
Before I was very much nonchalant, no makeup, no nothing, and even now I'm like that as well.
Yeah.
But that you know, finesse, that layer of just when you're wearing desi kapde,
Yeah.
I got that working in fashion here.
Working in fashion here.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Would you consider, or are you working in US as well? Do you model there too?
I did a little bit, again, locally, very much in the beginning. Now it's very much full-time here in Pakistan.
But would you sign up with an agency there?
I think I would, but it would have to be again, right network, right people. I wouldn't just jump into it.
Yeah. That is true. Were you part of the circuit when fashion weeks were happening? You were, right? At that time, fashion weeks and all that.
I believe I had just started working.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I missed a lot of the fashion weeks that were happening. I think I missed out on a few good ones. I did do my fair share of them, and I'm really happy because of the experience I got.
Yeah.
But that circuit, man, I would have loved to walk during that time.
Yeah,
but I was
absolutely.
fresh. I was in
it was a really good time. I hope it comes back though.
I hope so.
I am hearing about Fashion Week, but if not Fashion Week, then a lot of designers are having solo shows now.
Yes.
And we see you at them as well.
Yeah.
How was winning the Lux Style Award last year?
It was.
Did you expect it at all?
I did not.
No.
I did not, you know.
Although you've been nominated several times.
I've been nominated.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't. For me, it was so much so, don't put too much emphasis on an award, because even before that, I was doing what I love to do. I love modeling. I love the arts. I love expression. And I had that opportunity to do it. So I wasn't really missing out on much.
Right.
And I told myself, the award is an award. And if you win it, that's amazing. But if you don't, life goes on and you continue doing what you love. And I really I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah.
Well, so when they called my name, I was just sitting there and I was like, are you sure?
Did you have a speech prepared?
I didn't have a speech prepared, but I knew I wanted to touch up on some points.
Yeah.
I knew I wanted to talk about a few things.
So why don't you recap? What were your points?
Okay. So to recap, I wanted to let people know that there's I've never been someone to game plan or sort of map out, right? To each their own. If you're like that, great. I've never been like that. So when I jumped into this, I really did just jump into it. And every project that I did, I said yes to it because I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And every person I spoke to because I wanted to speak to them. It was never really so much so well thought out, honestly.
Right.
So I wanted to let people know, अगर आप दिल से काम करो और आपकी नियत साफ है, आपका मंजिल आसान हो जाएगा. Does that make sense?
Of
My
course it
Urdu
does.
is very
No, it does. It does.
Yeah.
It does. I'm admiring your Urdu. You're struggling with it, but we all do.
I learned living here and working here. I learned
well done.
Urdu.
Well done.
Yeah.
No, it absolutely makes sense, but it's not that easy to acquire or to get to that stage where you're absolutely zen and calm, right?
No,
it's a rocky road.
For myself, it's a very rocky road.
Yeah.
And people have this misconception that I was an overnight sensation, or I came and I worked and is tarha, you know, main aage chali gayi. And it's not the case at all. I make it a point to tell people that any type of work field that you go into, you have to put your days, months, years, your hard-earned effort, energy, love into it.
Right.
And that's how you go far.
Right.
I really, really do believe that.
Is the fashion industry of Pakistan a good place to work in these days, today?
It's improving, it's progressing, and I really love the new lot that's coming in right now because they're very much so professional.
Which is who?
The younger generations that are coming in. The new photographers, the new models, the stylists, anybody that makes fashion. Those people that are coming in, they're bringing a sense, just fresh air, you know?
Like who are we talking about here?
You want names?
Yeah.
More so, I've seen a lot of new photographers in Lahore.
Right.
So, and a lot of females as well,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
you have Natasha, you have Alina,
Yeah.
Aiza, like all these new female photographers coming into the industry, and it makes me really happy because not only are they absolutely professional and amazing and supportive,
Yeah.
they're also very good at what they do.
That's
They
true.
are a double threat when it comes to the fashion industry,
Yeah.
honestly, and it makes me so happy.
Yeah.
It's
That,
about
that is
time.
amazing. That is
Yeah.
amazing. Is it a professional space to work in? As in, are people, are models getting paid on time? Are they
Mhm.
treated well on set? I know how the TV industry works, and that's not very promising, but how
Right.
does the fashion industry work?
Honestly, it can be better. It should be better.
Yeah.
I myself have gone through some experiences that have left me a little dumbfounded. Like, come on, you know, um, this is not how you treat someone with decency.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I'm not really sure. But I chose to be unfiltered when I came here, so I will be.
Yeah.
There's this misconception that if this person is an artist, whether it be an actor, actress, model, and you are in a position of authority in that field, that you can treat them lesser.
Yeah.
You can treat them lesser, and I'm not supportive of that at all. I've been in situations where I've spoken up, and I haven't taken that mistreatment. And it's either gone right for me or in times it's gone wrong for me in the moment. But I've always tried to take a stand, at least for myself.
Right.
I do also love taking a stand for others. I think मैं ज़्यादातर लोगों के लिए इतना stand लेती हूँ. मैं अपने लिए इतना नहीं लेती जितना लेना चाहिए. But no, I don't, because I'm in this situation. I am an artist and I am a model. So seeing other people being mistreated and seeing myself being mistreated, it doesn't sit well with me at all.
Right, right.
Pay us on time. It's not that hard. I'm looking in
Yeah.
the camera telling us, pay us on time. We don't have to run after our money. You know, that's not decency. It's not a way to work.
No, because you're turning up on time, right?
We're turning up
For
on
the shoot.
time. We are there. We're completing the shoot. All that's left is our payment. और वो भी आप लोग रुलाते हो हमें. You know, फिर हमें शायद payment मिल जाए.
So should there be a middleman handling all of this, an agency handling all of it, or should it just be more contractual?
It should be contractual. I
Yeah.
think it's high time. I was speaking about this. We need contracts to defend ourselves. That's incredibly important. As many people as I've spoken to, they say that कोई काम नहीं करेगा अगर, you know, we present a contract to them, because nobody here does contracts,
Because
especially in
people
fashion.
don't want to pay taxes, right? That's why.
They don't want to pay taxes, and even perhaps they don't want to be held responsible as well. So nobody does contracts. It's a struggle. I'm hoping things get better, and I'll help push that and change that, because we need some type of defense for ourselves.
Yeah.
If not verbally and in person, at least on paper.
Nimra, is the fashion industry a safe space to work in today? Because there was a casting couch back in the day, and over time we heard that it had been dismantled, and people in positions of power who were exploiting younger models, male and female, that did exist.
Right.
There was a culture of exploitation. How are things now?
They've gotten better. I believe in here in Pakistan, I came at a fairly better time.
Yeah.
I still saw that side of the industry, even though it was slowly fading away. I was there when it was fading away. I was pretty new. And I'm seeing this side again, the new generation that's coming in, and they're not really tolerating any type of mistreatment.
Good, good.
So I'm seeing that, and it's very refreshing.
Yeah.
Having said that, I've made it very clear on myself, and I don't judge other people, but for myself, I've made it very clear that I won't be doing casting couches, and I won't be put in that situation either.
Yeah.
There are still, unfortunately, some people in the industry that are still working, and they're still being supported by others, even though they've supported that side of the industry, you know, the casting couches, the exploiting new talent or exploiting talent in general and artists in general, and I don't support that. I put my foot down when it comes to that. I don't work with these people. I don't work with these people, and I don't need to work with these people. And I also make sure, as a woman myself
Yeah.
and as an artist here, that I tell people what's going on.
Hmm.
It doesn't sit well with some people sometimes, but I don't care. I would rather you, as a female, as a model, as anybody in the industry, know that, hey, these are the people that have done this, that are doing this, and you need to be careful.
Hmm.
That's the situation.
And you're vocal about it.
I'm very vocal
Good,
about it.
good,
Yeah.
good. Taking things to a slightly lighter note.
Yeah. It was too serious, too
It was
intense.
no, but it was important. These things
It
are
was,
important
yeah.
because again, so many people write to me and they want to send their portfolio and they say, give us, who do we talk to? We want to start modeling. Please promote us. You
Yes,
know,
yeah.
they need to know, and the more
Yeah.
aware you are when you step in,
The better it is.
the better
for
it
you.
is. It will be for you. Exactly. Absolutely. So, what is the long-term game plan for you? Because a lot of models get into entrepreneurship. They start small businesses. Mushk already has a candle business. A lot of models get into television and acting, and you have learned how to speak Urdu. So, is that an option? What is your game plan?
I love that question. Also because my answer is I don't know.
Okay.
I'm going with the flow as I have been. I think COVID really just messed up my plans.
Yeah.
I think they messed up a lot of people's plans.
Yeah.
So having said that, I stopped planning and I really just started feeling. I started feeling and understanding my life and really what I'm being, the journey that I'm on, and which routes are for me and which ones aren't in the moment. So right now, I'm delving a little bit, experimenting a little bit with acting.
Oh, you are?
A little bit.
Are you like training? What are you doing? Are you?
That's a good question. I'm thinking about
You're
it.
thinking about, okay. That's a start. That's a healthy start. Yeah.
So I did theater in high school.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did, yeah.
Okay.
So in Jersey, I did theater, and then I studied film as a minor at Rutgers University.
Right.
So I have that background.
Right.
I want to put it to use now. I want to see where it can take me and where I can go with it.
Super. And has anything come to you?
I'm waiting.
Are you manifesting that energy?
Oh, honey, I'm manifesting seriously. I want to write a few things, so I'm in the process of that.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking about taking a few classes as well because I did study it, but I'm a little rusty. So when I do enter, I want it to be perfect.
Right. But that is on the cards.
Yes.
So the most common question in the history of all questions
that
are given to models, how do you stay fit? Because you have really long hours. What shoots last 12 hours? You need the energy. Sometimes more.
Yes.
And they're in really harsh conditions at times. You know, in this summer you're wearing these really heavy bridles, and in winter you're wearing these bridles that are all metal and cold, and all kind, and lawn. Lawn starts like January, February when it's really cold.
Winters में आप लोग हल्के फुल्के कपड़े पहनाते हो हमने
बिल्कुल.
और summers में
heavy exactly.
bridles पहनाते हो
बिल्कुल.
तो,
I mean that's tedious. So you need to have energy.
Yes.
But you also need to maintain a certain size. Although the industry has become slightly more inclusive, but I feel that it's more of like a flag bearer of we will be inclusive rather than naturally integrating different sized people. It's more like it's a cause.
Yes, yeah.
It's not coming naturally just as yet. So
I agree.
So what goes into being a model? I don't want to say size, but yeah. What goes into model behavior, model lifestyle?
Model lifestyle.
Yeah.
You got to take care of yourself. Really listen to your body. I'm not the same size that I was when I first started out working.
Meaning
here.
What? Less or more?
Oh, honey, I was like teeny, like.
Really?
Yeah, I was very, very tiny. I feel like I'm not that size.
No, but okay. Okay.
I'm not saying I'm bigger or anything like that. I was a kid when I came in, and I'm an adult now.
Yeah.
But what I've learned is because I don't diet, I don't really watch what I eat. मैं खाती हूँ भाई, मैं proper. I eat my food. I love my desi khana, Shana.
Yeah.
I love my desserts. I love my hot chocolate.
Yeah.
I do listen to my body though. My body tells me when I need to start working out, when I need to stay fit, when I need to get active. And my body also tells me when I'm not feeling good after eating something. I'm feeling lethargic or I'm feeling a little slow. So then I listen to my body and I mediate accordingly.
So what is exercise for you?
Exercise for me, so I was an athlete. I did track in high school. like in that, that's my like story that I run with. When people ask me like, what are you doing? I'm just
I
like,
run.
I used to run.
I used to
Don't
run back
ask
in
me
high
what I'm
school.
doing now.
Yeah. No, but some people love their yoga and other like their Pilates and others are like gym freaks and, weights and
Yeah.
so what's your go-to exercise?
My go-to, I take a jog.
Jog.
I take a jog because that's what I know how to do. I know
Yeah.
how to move my feet and take a jog and
Super.
breathe.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I feel you'd be a good dancer as well.
I do dance. I do.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget that's a form of movement
It
and
is.
an activity.
Absolutely.
I love dancing. I took a few classes, but right now I'm not doing anything so coordinated or choreographed, more so just on my own. I love moving like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So we just stepped into 2023.
Yes.
What is the year looking like for you?
Beautiful as every new year looks like to me.
Yeah.
2023 is, I'm feeling like there are opportunities and doors that have either opened or waiting to be opened by me. I started this year on a very fresh and positive outlook, and I'm really just going with it. I would love to tell you what it's looking like and what plans I have and all of that, but for me, I told you it's more of the feeling, more so than game planning and writing things down.
That's good. So is there anything that you want to leave our viewers with as the 2023 message?
I do. I wanted to say that no matter where you are in life, if you just work hard and you work with incredible passion and a lot of love and you just focus on yourself, you're going to get very far. No matter what you do and what you set out to do, you will get far, and you don't have to worry about anything else. You don't have to worry about third parties or anything that stresses you out in any way, because if your intentions are there, you're going to get far.
Good energy.
Good energy, hard work, and a lot of love in anything that you do.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. I hope you can manifest all of that good energy through the year.
Thank you.
And stay healthy, stay sane, because it's a crazy industry to work in.
Oh, very, very much so.
Very much so, yeah. But you are very calm and very zen. So I hope that you stay this way.
Thank you.
And good luck with your future.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.